issue, we will not have bees and pollen gardens and fish to protect. So, first off, I was going to thank Walmart for hosting. Unfortunately, I can no longer thank Walmart for hosting. So, I do want to thank all of you and Move Past Plastic members. So, let's get into why we're having this educational opportunity. First, we need to understand our problem. We need to understand that recycling is a myth, and we need to understand that it's a significant health problem. It's more than litter. It's chemicals that make plastic that are extremely hazardous to our health. So plastic is in fact a health and environmental crisis right now. It contributes a great deal to climate change and heavy social injustice. Just plastic bags alone, the amount of oil used to make them is 12 million, and Americans on average do 520 plastic bags. The oil for those bags equates to being able to drive your car 60 miles per person per year, times all Americans. So you can see the connection between climate change and plastics.
Why is it a problem? You know, I bought this. It's a organic health food drink, right? But it comes in plastic. So a healthy drink in plastic, which is really, I don't pay for it, I think, you know, but it's priced into it. The real payment is before this was made and after I throw it away. And we throw away hundreds. The number is huge. I don't have the memory of that. When this is discarded and gets into a landfill or incinerated, you emit microplastics. And they rain down on us with each rainfall and snowfall. So they're everywhere. It's really a crisis that is somewhat invisible and somewhat we are blind to it, although it's visible. We see litter, but we don't see microplastics. And the microplastics are everywhere in our food, in our water, and in our plants, and in our fish.
About the myth of recycling and the fact that it's really not what we've been told about how it's our personal responsibility to reduce, reuse, recycle, yes, but the recycle emphasis, it has been skewed in order to make us feel as though that is the main thing that we should be doing and it has a great impact, but it does not. What we've written on here, the 5%, only 5% of what we put into recycling or the plastic that is created, only 5% of it can be recycled.
So and bottle to bottle.
Like yes,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And then 10% of it is incinerated. And obviously that's not good for the environment, getting into the air and soil as it comes down in rain. And then 85% ends up in the landfills. So that then of course leaches into the soil, into our waterways. Therefore it's really not a solution that it's been touted to be. So we need to put a lid on the recycling myth.
I got it.
Because we do have some solutions. So currently we have a linear model of let's make, okay, look at all that we're making a lot, right? And let's waste. That's our model. It's not a sustainable model for life. So we need to move away from that model, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Solutions. So you as a consumer, you can try and circumvent purchasing of plastic packaging, but as you know, it's very difficult, very difficult. So although I want you to have a sense of ownership, a sense of what can I do and responsibility, you just can't go far enough, even if you are the most energetic, just, I don't know what the word I'm you cannot do it. It's very hard, okay? Only a few people are able to succeed at this, and you know, they don't have kids and they live in a cabin or in the woods or something, right? Okay, so still do your best. If you can bring a reusable bag to the store, bring it. If you can buy soap that's not in a bottle and buy a bar, do it. Do one thing at a time, every day, every week, do something. But in a minute, I'm going to have you understand that we need systemic change. So right now, we put the focus on the end of plastic use, disposal. And so we need to move away from that because it's a great social injustice to citizens of the U.S. as well as all the countries. So for decades, the fossil fuel and packaging industry have led us to have the sense of onus and responsibility and take responsibility for the health and fiscal costs, while leaving us into the dark of what those health and physical costs are in actuality, right? How many of you knew that 300 of your taxpayer dollars were going to fossil fuel, right? In my household, that would be $1,500 bucks. I didn't know that, okay? So we need to shift from the downstream way of thinking to a zero waste model. And this would bring environmental, social, economic, and health benefits for the entire community if we can do this. It'll mean a reduction in greenhouse gas, health savings for municipalities and customers, and create jobs. Stores need to hold the top Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Unilever, Nestle accountable for their plastic packaging production. Stores need to support a zero waste system. You know, we need something that really stops consumption. We need to stop consuming. Then we need to support bills. So at the state level, we need to support package-free bills. We need to support the current zero waste PA. We need to support, push our legislators to support the Break Free from Plastic Pollution Act. In the House, there are currently 3 bills that we can support. In summary, if everyone can chant with me, what we've learned today. So first thing we learned was what? That plastic harms health, environmental and human health. Second, we learned that we need to do what?
Put a lid on recycling.
Yes, put a lid on recycling. That's a myth. And second, we need to hold who accountable? Policy makers and the producers of plastic. So those are your 3 big takeaways. Everyone excited to go forth and do this?
Yeah.
Over here. Yes. Woo!
Yes.
So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to get our